It's almost time, or it is time to try some of this bigger Cuban gars in the 4500 gallon. I think the biggest ones are about 20 inches or so, 18 to 20 inches. Out of the 7, it's probably four of them, or maybe even 5. They're getting pretty big and they're feeding very aggressively and biting each other and everybody else. They used to take only fish from the surface, and this is what they're looking for right now. They're conditioned to take it from the surface, but once they realize there's nothing on the surface, they're gonna go down to the bottom, as they're doing right now, and try to snatch some. The smaller one is the stupidest one. He has never learned to go down to the bottom to get the fish. He's always looking at the surface. You can see how tattered the tail on that Florida is, and on the long nose. That's the work of the Cubans. They're obviously huge relative to those two. And very, very aggressive in terms of the biting indiscriminatorily. Almost as if anything that moves they will bite. This is our one-eyed one. It was born with one eye. It's doing not too bad for a one-eyed gar. Not as big as the biggest ones, but he's bigger than a couple of the smallest ones. The black shark is not doing too bad in here. Feeding on fish and pellets. It's kind of interesting that in fact the common pleco didn't really like the appearance of the black shark in his tank, and he was giving it quite a bit of chase around and harassing the black shark with its more powerful and bigger sucking apparatus. But little by little it subsided and the sharky has been okay. There wasn't any damage. Sharky just ran away from the pleco, and the pleco stopped doing this almost completely. see that? One guy had a fish in his mouth, and this guy decided to bite his mouth. And then their mouths are bone, so they don't care. They're biting each other all the time, and it's pretty inconsequential. And then they also lose sometimes teeth, and they regrow them back. No problem. Alright, there's just one more left. Those are big, beefy glass minnows or anchovy species from Peru. And they're like 6 to 8 inches, much bigger than the glass minnows. Usual glass minnows here in Florida are pretty small, like 2 to 3 inches. So yeah, pretty soon we're gonna have to try them in the 4,500 a gallon, see if they can hold their own. Because the cry in 4,500 a gallon is pretty far from friendly.